We're going to use our new clear sculptor to create the perfect French gel overlay. The procedure is going to entail using the clear sculptor to create a wall, right, for you actually to take your white, tuck it right up to, and carve in the perfect smile line.
What we're going to do with this technique is we're going to take the new gels and we're going to use the reverse application to actually do the perfect French gel overlay. So once we're done removing the shine from the surface of the nail plate, we're going to take our swipe to remove dust, oils, and contaminants from the nail. To let that dehydrate, we're going to get our protein bond, a nice coat, ready to rock and roll. Once we put protein bond on the natural nail, we're going to go right into our base application. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a nice thin layer of base from cuticle to free edge. And that's going to go inside the light for a minimum of 20 seconds. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lay down this wet towel with swipe on it. I'm going to use this to clean the excess gel off the tip of my brush. I'm going to come out of the light after 20 seconds. What we're going to do is we're going to take the new clear sculptor. Right? What I'm going to do is come in with a nice amount on the tip of the brush, and we're going to lay this right behind her smile line, the natural nail. We're going to float it. See that? Keeping contact with the tip of the brush all the way to the corner. What we're going to do is we're going to come in with the tip of the brush after we lay the clear sculptor down. What we're going to do is we're going to carve from corner to center, from corner to center. And you can see because of the viscosity, it's going to hold its shape. What we're going to do is we're going to keep it in front of the light, and what that's going to do is going to reduce any type of heat transfer. Once we've cured the product into shape, you can actually see the height of the gel being applied to the natural nail. You see the thickness right here? This is going to give you a really good understanding of how high the upper arch is going to be. And because we have shaped the smile line in reverse, it's going to be easy for us to place the white right into place and carve out the perfect smile. What we're going to do is we're going to take snow. We're going to set this right in front. We're going to float. See how I'm keeping contact with the brush? And notice my brush contours to the shape of the nail as I'm walking up into the corner. I'm going to tuck it up in, come down the side, lightly feather it. I'm going to do the same thing on the opposing side. Keep contact, up into the corner, tuck it up in the corner, come down the side, lightly feather the white to the front of the nail. I'm going to lightly tickle it to the tip. I'm going to take my brush, I'm going to wipe off the excess residue. I'm going to come in, and we're going to touch up that smile line to perfection. Boom. Come right inside, do the same exact thing. Take that to my brush, touch it up, make it look extra sharp. After you apply the white to the free edge, you have to keep it inside the light, right, as long as it takes you to the other hand. Give it a couple minutes to cure out completely. This way, it gives the product time to cure all the way through. Okay, once the smile line has been achieved, right, the upper arch is in place, the smile line is informed, the white is done. All we're going to do is fill the back end and lightly feather just enough product to seal the free edge. I'm going to take build. What I'm going to actually do is pillow it to the back end. Do you see that thickness that I've actually built up towards the cuticle area? This is actually going to allow me to push it into place without touching the skin. Okay? Now you can see from the side profile I have all these ridges. What I'm going to do is lightly come in with just a little bit more. Keep contact, and in a floating motion, keeping contact to the side, making sure that we have nice contact all the way through. Establish a nice upper arch. If I can come through and grab a little bit, I'm going to look at the side profile. I'm going to feather it right over the smile line just to fill in that low area. As you can see, we're building the perfect shape. Okay. Now again, to prevent the product from actually running because of its self-leveling characteristics, we're going to drop it right here in front of the lamp, about 4 inches away, and allow that to cure. Now most products because of their self-leveling nature, would run on the skin. That's why you can't do more than one finger at a time. So what we would do is we would get in front of the lamp and we would be working on the other hand. The exposure to the light is going to create client comfort. It's going to eliminate it from running onto the skin, and it's going to eliminate that really huge heat transfer. At this point, she's going to go inside the light, and we're going to carry it out for a full 2 minutes. Once she comes out of the light, we're going to take our swipe and we're going to remove the dispersion layer, the sticky layer from cuticle to free edge. We don't want to force it back onto the skin, so you want to pull forward, remove all that. It's going to give you a nice hard surface ready to file in the shade. Now again, the structure is there, right? I don't have to really do that much filing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my electric file, I'm going to do the same exact thing. Lightly shape her upper arch, all right? I'm going to come right down the barrel of the nail just to make sure that my C curve is nice and even. All right, looking down the barrel just to see that. Don't have that much filing to do. Now we have to be extremely careful because gel is a lot easier to file than acrylic. What we're going to do is we're going to come around the cuticle area in one direction, lightly taking down the bulk. We're not going to go to town, right, because we don't really have that much to file. Done. I'm going to take my hand file. I'm going to come around the cuticle area in one direction. I'm going to do the same thing on the opposing side. One direction, blend it all through. Make sure that we've created the perfect gel overlay. I'm going to take my sponge, lightly remove that, dust off the excess. Once we're done finishing the nail, we're going to use the finish gel. Just remember, if you're applying it to hairdressers, you want to use gloss. What we're going to do is we're going to remove that dust. I'm going to take a nice coat of finish from cuticle to free edge. We've created the perfect French gel overlay.